Can the Lions stop Trubisky's scrambling and running ability? Let me throw this one to Jesse. He knows Trubisky a little bit.
Well, I'll just tell you what he's done in training camp. And it's kind of weird because, you have coach talk, right? The coaches always talk their players up. And, in this so-called competition between Trubisky and Nick Foles, what they've been seeing from Trubisky is something that he's never done before. And it's just going to make you guys laugh a little bit, but he's actually going through his progressions and standing in the pocket, which is something he has never done. Like, he's always been a one-read quarterback, in my opinion. Every once in a while, he'll get crazy and look at somebody else. But for the most part, one-read quarterback. But in training camp, he's definitely been going through his progression, standing in the pocket. His footwork is much improved. So if he's running, I will be surprised. Honestly, I don't think that's going to be part of his game. I think it's part of his game going forward. Based on everything I've heard and all the offseason he's done, is that this guy's going to be a pocket quarterback who uses the run whenever you guys play man-to-man and turn your back on him. If you guys turn your back on him, he's going to run down the field on you. If you guys play zone, which is his weakness, by the way, then I think I like Jamie Collins for the Lions, right? I don't like Christian Jones. That's what I think.
Jack Young says, how many carries will DeAndre Swift get? TA and Noble Sports, you are a Swift fan like myself. You are the number one guy on Swift, bar none. Yeah. How many carries will DeAndre Swift get?
See, I don't know, because they're saying that he's dinged up. So I don't know, anywhere between 10 to 12 probably. If they allow him to play or not. It depends on if he gets the opportunity to play. If he plays, I'm looking at 10 to 12 probably touches for him. If not, Adrian Peterson goes and he'll be the guy that gets the touches. So it depends on where Swift is with his injury status right now. And I don't think a lot of us really know what's going on with his injury.
Okay. Dwayne Hogan says, what's your prediction, Mike? I predict that we should get thumbs up to 82, because we got right now 82 in the chat with 76. Let's get that prediction up there. My prediction for the Detroit Lions versus the Chicago Bears. Check out on my video tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern time where I drop my
come
prediction.
On, man.
It's a good one. I break it all the way down. I do this every game last year. It was a hit last year. It's going to be a hit this year. I think it's about 20 minutes. I don't know. It's a longer video, so have fun with that. How did you laugh when Green Bay picked Love? I actually didn't laugh. I kind of figured they'd pick the heir apparent to Aaron Rodgers. I said that last year's draft. I thought they would do it this year. Do you guys think the defense is better now, Travis Troxel?
I definitely think that the Detroit Lions defense have gotten better.
Okay, good answer. Dern, are you out of here? Do you got to go?
Yes, I do.
Well, go ahead and give your last words to the panel and chat while you leave this bad boy.
Jesse, it's been a pleasure, man. I actually enjoy talking to you, and I don't like to talk to most Bear fans.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. Because all the ones that I have talked to are biased. And yeah. I dislike bias a lot. But thanks everyone for coming out. I'm going to say what I always say. Like the video, subscribe to all of these guys, including the Bears fan. They work so hard to bring this content out for you guys. With that being said, everyone have a great night, and we'll see you Thursday.
Folks, also the Gridiron Blitz has got to get going. Gridiron, final words.
Man, I don't know if it's a segment big enough, Mike. Okay, I want you guys to finish this show. It's going on till 8:30. Immediately after, the big reveal of who the gift is will be revealed on Detroit Drew. So make sure you come check us out. It's been a long time coming, but I just want to say thank you, Jesse, for coming up, man. He's in a different time zone. It's early for him. He's got duties that he needs to do. And I just speak for myself, man. I would love to see Jesse and ISN, to tell you the truth. So if you want to see Jesse and ISN, put it in the chat. Put a Y for yes. Even if you don't, put a Y anyway. And we'll make that happen. But appreciate you, Jesse, as always, man. Panel, keep up the good work. And I'll see you guys in 24 minutes. Peace out, guys.
Dr. Detroit, I'm not sure what's going on. Let me know, brother. Hit me up and let me know what's going on. I have no idea what's going on. I must have missed it. And if I did miss it, let me know. I don't want you to be unhappy. You are a valued subscriber of mine. So let me know what's going on behind the scenes. Do you think Kenny G will be looking for Hopkins' money or somewhere close? Interestingly enough, because I talked this on the sideline, I stated about a month and a half, 2 months ago that Kenny G would get, I kid you not, this is not a joke, you can check it. He would get a 5-year, $94 million contract with $54 million guaranteed. That's exactly what this guy just has. So I just couldn't believe it. I about died and rolled when I seen it. I don't think he'll get as much. I think obviously he's not as talented as Hopkins, but crazy enough, I think he will get a big contract if they just decide to sign him for sure and go from there. Below Zero says, hit that like button. I agree with you. Put questions in here. I am ready for these guys to answer it. Let me know what is going on. I have no idea. So get some questions here. I'll give one to Jesse really quick, since you're here. All right. What do you expect from Matthew Stafford this game as a Chicago Bears fan?
I think if he's allowed to stand upright, he's going to air the Bears out. Period. Okay. Because I've always respected Stafford's ability, and what I'm just really wondering about him is like how healthy really is he, man? He's had these injuries in his back, and is he really like 100%, or can you ever be 100%? But I think that if the Bears allow him to stand back there, which I don't think is going to happen, by the way, I think the Bears are going to get after him. But if the game plays the way I think he'll probably have about 250 yards passing, with about 60 of that coming in the last minutes. I think the Bears will really contain him, and you'll probably have 1 or 2 really explosive plays, because we're not going to be able to shut down that passing offense the way we want, even with our good pass rush. I think the secondary for the Bears is a little suspect right now, and I have to see it to believe it yet for the Bears of the secondary. Like if he gets some time back there, like on some play action, it could be a long day. But I still think the Bears will play well, and they'll do all that. But for Stafford, I still think that, maybe 250 yards. He'll probably throw 2 to maybe 3 touchdowns, and I think he'll throw at least 1 interception.
Okay. Let me see here. I got a question from Jorge. Have you worked on getting a crew at the stadium once they open doors to the fans? Possibly. I'm not sure what's going on here. What the question is. Let me see this next one. Why do Mike and Travis think the Lions are going to make the playoffs? Are they crazy or need to be drug tested? That's my question. I am not on PEDs. I swear it.
He just on Kool-Aid.
I am just drunk on that Kool-Aid, and that's the fact. What about you, Travis?
I am drunk off that Lions Kool-Aid.
Okay. How many yards does Hawkinson get, TA and Noble Sports?
What, in the first game or the season?
For this game.
For this game, Hawkinson should probably have around about, I'm going to say between 50 and 70 yards.
Okay.
Between 50 and 70 yards, Hawkinson with probably about 5 or 6 catches.
Okay. What say you, Travis Troxel Sports Talk?
I'm gonna say with TJ Hawkinson. Shout out to TJ Hawkinson. I'm going to say about 500 yards, 3 touchdowns, and do a lot of damage via the block.
Okay.
He's gonna block for the for our run game. Yeah.
Okay. I see PC Payload just joining here. Mark Orm from Orm's Forum. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. Absolutely.
Ooh,
if you got
Orm said 80 for Hawk.
Oh my God. Oh my God. If you got questions, we got answers. Do #ISN and we will answer them for you. K-Some Lions. I've never seen you in before. Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you. John Kapler says, when will Austin Bryant play? Week 8 or sooner? I'm not 100% sure on this one. Does anyone know?
Next year.
I have no idea.
Probably next year. If he makes it.
I'm going to throw this one to Jesse here. He says, what Bears rookie should we keep our eye on? Don 19.
Well, I think the obvious one that everybody's probably going to talk about is the tight end, Cole Kmet, our top pick. But I'm actually going to change that up a little bit. 5th round pick, Darnell Mooney, wide receiver, I think is the guy you should keep your eye on because this guy is probably the fastest guy on the team. He's faster than Ted Ginn. He's already in the number 2, like the second rotation for wide receivers. So when it comes talking about stretching the field, making a big play, this guy in training camp, everybody was talking about how this guy was like unbelievable speed, quickness, start-stop ability. So I think there's going to be some packages for this guy to get out on the field. And I would like to see him and Ted Ginn on the field at the same time because we're talking about 2 guys who got blazing speed. And so being that he's a rookie, I know, the scouting report's going to be out there. He's fast. He's probably going to run a go route. But man, what if he runs like a wheel route or hitch and go or something? Who knows, man? Like keep your eye on Darnell Mooney, man. Wide receiver. I think there's going to be some plays for him out there this week.
Blue and Silver says, how many touchdowns does Agnew have for a return? In this game, I would say 0 for the year. I don't know, maybe 1. What do you think, Trox?
I think with Agnew, a lot of his touchdowns are going to come off the return game. But offensively, I'll give him about two touchdowns.
Okay. Frog Crop thumbs up. Yes, we are close to 90 at 86. Let's get to 90 thumbs up. If you've not smashed that like button, please smash it. Smash it really, really hard. Martel Melton, welcome to the chat. Jay Third, welcome. Blue and Silver and Detroit Legendary Sportscast. Can I get a wrench? You can get a wrench. Give me a question, and you will get a wrench because the show needs to go on, and I need questions.
Let me just say one thing real quick.
Go ahead.
He says, I'm an Oklahoma Sooners fan. I got to let you guys know, you've been saying AP all night. That's not his nickname. It's AD.
Oh,
because
okay.
Yeah, it's all day.
All day. That's what it is. It's not AP. It's AD. Just so you know, because if you say it out loud in front of any Oklahoma Sooners fan like myself, they're going to eventually have to correct you.
All day.
Hopefully
you can run all day on Sunday.
Hey, what do you think about the quarterback from Oklahoma, Spencer Rattler?
Oh, man, I'm excited to see him, man. It's the first time that Oklahoma's had a 5-star quarterback come in there. That was recruited by Lincoln Riley, right? Kyler Murray was a 5-star quarterback, and you saw what he did. But traditionally, Oklahoma, man, has had a lot of 3-star quarterbacks like Baker Mayfield, right? Like I don't even know if he was a 1-star. He was a walk-on, right? They had Sam Bradford, right? He was a 3-star from Oklahoma. So it's very rare Oklahoma gets a 5-star blue chip recruit at quarterback, and he comes in. And so I'm looking forward to seeing what this kid can do, man. I really am. It's gonna be an exciting time for this offense because I don't know if you know, but last year they got 3 of the top recruits at wide receiver last year. So, man, they are going to be so loaded that this may be even the best passing offense they've had under Lincoln Riley. It could be that good.
Wow.
Yeah.
PC Payload says realistic final score. We went through final scores, and generally it's about 24-21 or 23-21. I think we had within 1 point. That was the final score. So that was the scores that we went through. You'll have to rewind if you want to see what everyone said, but generally it was around there. Nothing insane where we're going to do like a 34-10 victory or something like that. So that's kind of how it went there. Let's see. How will it look with no juice in the stands to get? That's a question. We got no players in the stands. Is that going to affect momentum? And I believe it's going to affect momentum. The player or the fans explode and gives momentum to the players. Yeah. We're not going to have that. We're going to have cardboard cutouts.
Right.
Yeah.
How's a cardboard cutout going to moment anyone?
Hey, that's because the players feed off the crowd, man.
Yeah.
So,
And
not
to
having
me,
that crowd there. Hey, but they said that some of the teams were going to have their fans there. They're talking about like almost 6,000 fans coming into the stadium just to test it out to see how it's going to be.
Not us. We got screwed, man. We got screwed with no fans.
I think the Browns was one, and the Bengals was one too. that they'll be able to allow 6,000 fans to come into the stadium.
Folks, we have 88 thumbs up. We're 2 away from 90. Yes, 2 if you've not hit that like button. Let's get to 90. That would be fantastic. Absolutely. 313 Close. Welcome to the chat. He says, #ISN. Who is the best free agent left out there on defense in case of an injury? I've been talking about this guy, but not Marcel Darius, or not Macarius Darius from TA, but Marcel Darius. I think he would be a good individual to throw upon the interior defensive line. What about you, Travis Troxel of Troxel Sports Talk?
I mean, he'd be the only one. Outside of that, I don't see us making any moves.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was a good answer. Jesse, it doesn't have to be for our team, but who is a free agent out there that teams should look at?
Well, for defense, I don't think the Bears would really make any moves, but for offense, I think the Bears could use somebody at running back, right? And Devontae Freeman is still out there.
Yeah.
And I think the Bears, I was looking whenever, so I don't know if you guys know, but David Montgomery's banged up a little bit right now, right?
Yeah.
He pulled his groin, and it's all mysterious, like how severe it is or what's going on. No one really knows. He's expected to play, but what does that mean? So I would like to see the Bears make a move, and why not bring in somebody who's a veteran who knows what to do? That's why I like Adrian Peterson signing, because it's not going to hurt the team, right?
Exactly.
It can only help. Yes, he may not be 1,300 yards, but he won't be negative 1,300.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And we hate negatives
here. He's going to run hard. You know he's going to run hard.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. For me, I would like to see the Bears make a move at running back, because I don't like our depth at that position. As a matter of fact, just so that we're on this topic, I think the Bears have a huge depth problem right now. I think this is the roster is top loaded, man. I mean, the starters, maybe the top 15 guys, legit. But man, you start getting down then lowers ranks. We got like a lot of inexperienced people at these positions, and if the Bears suffer 1 or 2 starting injuries, it could be looking like a whole different team out there. And so I'm worried about that. I think this is the shakiest. And the reason why I can judge this is because some of our 7th round draft picks, one of them made the roster and is a backup for the offensive line. So when you have 7th round draft picks coming in and making the roster, that tells me that there's not a lot of veteran depth ahead of that person, because you got a guy who's been on 3 different college teams and now he's made the roster. That sounds suspicious to me, right? So I'm just worried about the depth.
I got a question for you about one of your running backs.
Yeah.
What do you guys view Tyrique Cohen as? Because I look at him like a scat back, or I don't see him as a every down back.
Well, let me just tell you what he says he is. He's a wide receiver.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what he says he is. Like when you ask him, he talks about it. That's how he doesn't even look at himself as a running back. And you can see the way the Bears use him, right? He's not going to be back there I formation running the ball. Right. And when he does run the ball and he runs through the tackles, he really hasn't been very effective. He's one of those guys, if you gave him 10 carries back there, he has a great chance to pop one, but he's not going to get you 4 yards a carry. So So
hey, why didn't you guys go out to Leonard Fournette? Because we was talking about it, like, man, what if the Bears go for Leonard Fournette? If you guys got Leonard Fournette, because he kind of fit he fits the mold of what the Bears like to do.
He doesn't though. That's the thing. No, because what the Bears want to do is have a running back that catches the ball. And when I look at Leonard Fournette, I think of him as a power back, like Adrian Peterson. I don't think of him as the kind of guy who can split out wide, split into the slot, run a good route effectively, and catch the ball and make plays. And that's what the Bears are looking for.
Now, he had 76 catches out of the backfield last season with over 500 yards receiving.
I did not even know that. No,
that's the reason why I'm saying, like, people are sleeping on Leonard Fournette. Man, he had 1,152 yards rushing with 76 passes out of the backfield.
Man, yards. That blows my mind. It does.
Yeah, man, he would have fit the Bears. I'm like, man, if y'all would have got him, he would have been scary.
The only thing I could say to that then is Leonard Fournette has been in the news for all the wrong reasons. And so attitude, maybe, I don't know the guy, right? But everything you hear about Leonard Fournette has been some kind of negative thing that's happened with him. And so that's the only thing I could say would be the reason why the Bears don't go after him, because the Bears shy away from that, man. They really do. Yeah.
Okay. So Frog
that's
Prop dropped a $5 super chat. Awesome MVP. He says, let's just make the statement we need to. I agree with you, and I truly appreciate your donation. It will definitely go back into the channel like it always does. That's the bottom line because I said so. Detroit Legendary Sportscast says, will Kerryon Johnson get 1,000 yards? I'm going to do a very detailed answer on this one. It's going to be explicitly detailed. To the no. He ain't going to get 1,000 yards. No, I don't see so. How much do you think Julian Aquara on the field this year, TA?
How much Kerryon will have?
No, how much of Julian Aquara we'll see on the field this year?
You're going to see a lot of him, man, because they're going to be bringing him in and trying to get him, to be a producer out there on the field. So you're going to see him in and out of the lineup. He's going to be out there a lot.
Okay. Great answer there. If Agnew's not a wide receiver, does he need to change his number from 39 to another number? I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't know. What do you know that, Trox?
Oh, I'm not 100% sure. I think he could still keep 39.
Yeah.
Okay.